City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First play, first pass for Brady. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the... as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Complete to Josh Jacobs. A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas first down. Brady now on first down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the... puts it on the carpet, it's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Room here to run. The 20. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On first down, Brady. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Brady. Open man, that's Renfro. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Brady's going to sneak it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they try to just keep it with Brady, his specialty, but not there.
Are you sure the backup wasn't in the game running that quarterback sneak?
That was Tom Brady.
When was the last time we did a game and Tom Brady ran a quarterback sneak and didn't pick up the yardage he needed?
I think when he was in Michigan.
I mean, it's been a long time. Excellent job by the defense shutting him down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Brady going to throw. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play action. It's gone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady to throw. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Again, it's Brady. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he will bring it back. An interception return for touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
To throw again on second down. Brady. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Brady. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Raiders 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 78 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10. Here's Brady. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Amadio Laurier. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect you to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
At the Raiders' 13-yard line.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions continue to pull away here this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throw by Brady, incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Raiders 21.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's gone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and going into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Throwing on first down is Brady. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they pull it?
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the
Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Clifford. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
To throw, it's Brady. He hits Adams, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to White. Touchdown! Zamir White from 19 yards away. And the Raiders Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Brady now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Meanwhile, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Gone. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Malcolm Kuntz leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Goff under pressure, and they got to him again. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
On second down, Clifford. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Clifford. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Brady. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st down, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Brady again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Brady will look to throw for it. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a handoff up the middle. Clifford and the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an end route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On 2nd and goal, Goff, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
He's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And CD, that last throw, you ready for this, puts him over 90,000 passing yards now for his career, an almost unimaginable number.
You know, I actually sat down when you said that number because it is almost unimaginable. Because, let me do the calculation here. That's more than 51 miles, Brent.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. Brady now to throw.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One final try now for Brady. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Lions 59, Raiders 40.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted,